Hello, Pixie. I'm sending you this new video because I just I couldn't watch your video earlier because I've been there was a lot of noise and I couldn't listen to your video quietly, and so I couldn't hear some of the things you said. I could hear the main things you said, but and then halfway through the video, which you made a very nice video, a very long one, and that's very good. And so I could only listen to half of it, and so now I got the chance to listen to the whole video, and it was a very good video. Thanks a lot. And so you talked about a lot of things, which was nice because you made separate subjects for the whole video. And you said you can't get hold of the references for the you can't get hold of the articles. So for the articles, I gave you the references on the video. I used my Burwapa channel, and I gave you there's an article in Newsweek by Liza Miller. It's called "Is Obama the Antichrist?" So when you look at Newsweek, Liza Miller, "Is Obama the Antichrist?" and you'll find that right away. It'll be on Newsweek, and so you look at Newsweek. So that talks about it a little bit. Otherwise, you have this video here. Oops. So that's not very good light there. Obama state. Light is very bad here. Let me see. I don't know if you can see that. Obama's state lottery is 666 day after win. I don't know if you can see that. Oh wow. There we go. And then you can also look at this. Obama lottery 666. I don't know why you can't see this one. There, day after win. Here is day after win. 666 day after win. And sorry, that's not written very well. That one, Obama's state lottery is 666 day after win. That's very good. If you look at that, that's very nice because they browse the Illinois lottery website directly, and they do it in front of you. So I hope you find those and that you really like those. What you said about his Muslim past, that's very true, you know. What you say is very true because to have an American president who's a part Muslim, that's really scary because all the Muslims of the world will feel that they can just do what they want. And they can just take over, and they can... Islam is a very violent religion, you know. They cut off people if people are cheating on their wife, then the Muslims come and they chop off their head, you know. And you don't talk to these guys because they're so violent. They're like bandits. They're like mafia, the mob, and thieves. They're horrible, and women are not free to walk on the street. You know, they have to wear these tents, you know, the burqas, so that you can't even see them. And when they walk on the street, men whip them. They're these kind of thugs, the Taliban, you know, who are just like thugs. And they go and they whip these women on the street. I saw, you know, they don't know they don't know the women, and then they see this woman come along. She walks by and they whip them. These guys are like neighborhood thugs who just stand at the crossroads, and they're like they act like they're, you know, policemen. but they're not policemen. They don't have uniforms. They're just Talibans with their turbans. And then you see these guys whipping these women, you know, who are the wives of other guys, you know, and they're whipping these women. But you know, everybody has to shut up because these are these vicious bandits. That's what Islam is about. And I agree with you 100%. It's just having a Muslim in the White House is really scary. And you said it very well. Thanks for saying that. He can kill us. So, I mean, when we elect a president, that's the man who has the power to kill us with the atom bombs. He can kill us. And we can't, we have to have somebody who we know who he is. I mean, your video is really good. And I want people to look at your video because what you say is very true. He can kill us. And that's true. And he's a Muslim. And Muslim is a terrible religion, you know, because Muslim religion says it's good to kill people who are not Muslims. And if you're a Muslim, you cannot convert to Christianity or get out of Islam, because Islam says it's good to kill somebody who tries to leave Islam. If you want to escape from Islam, the Quran and the holy books, they say it's good. So I mean, Islam is like that, and we can't have somebody like that as a president, because he has our whole life in his hands. So you really spoke well. And okay, so I've given you the references for the lottery. That's what I wanted to do. And I also talked now about the Islam. But you know, I wrote to you on your video in the comments that he's a very mixed bag. He's a mixed bag. He is Islam, and but he's all sorts of other things too. You know, he's communist and he's radical and he's black nationalist and black liberation theology, like Reverend Wright. He's a black liberation theology. Those are the communist Catholics. They're Catholics from South America who are communists. So he's a mixed bag, and he's also Jewish because his brother and his cousin are both Jewish. So he's everything. He mixes everything. So he's like this mix. He's a mix. And that's what the Antichrist, if you look at the Bible, he's got 7 heads and he's a beast. He's like an animal. He's like a monster, and he has 7 heads. And so it's really scary. Really scary when somebody can act like he's like an actor who can act all kinds of different roles. You know, you don't know who he is because he can change. He can be Mr. Smith one day, and then Mr. Jones one day, and then he can be Obama one day, and he can be something else next day. Because he's just slippery, you know. He's slippery. He's like an eel. Like an eel. You can't catch him. He'll always slip out of your hand. He's like a shapeshifter. He'll change form. That's very scary. And now there's one thing I want to tell you, Pixie. And if you have friends, if people want to make videos to me, and you can put the videos onto my video. You know, you answer to my video. I'm going to put this video onto your video, and I'm gonna join them so that you can put my video as an answer to your video, because this video is an answer to your video. So if your friends want to latch onto, you know, and we make a chain, we can make a chain of friends, and they can just send the video to me, and I'll include that video as an answer to my video. So that'll be great. You know, we can all make videos. I make a video and then they answer the video, just like you made the video to answer mine. If we can do that a group, you know, then if we're a group, we can be really strong. You know, we can be really strong, even if we don't get a lot of views. You know, maybe I'll get 20 views or 30 views. But if we're a group, then that's okay. You know, then we'll be okay. Okay, just one last thing. You say Obama is going to be he'll be the Antichrist for the end of the world in 2012. Don't think that. It's now, because in the Bible, the Antichrist rules for 42 months. And the 42 months are not from the inauguration. It's when he first became famous. He became famous when he kicked off his election campaign. When he kicked off his campaign, his name became famous in the news all over the world. All over the world, everybody said there was a black candidate, and they started talking about him. So his fame, he became famous, he started going up. And so his 42 months are over now. So what we're doing, making these videos, is history. We are the messengers, and we're bringing the apocalypse. We're messengers of the apocalypse, so we can free the world of this satanical Obama, who is the Antichrist. And we can do that, and we can do that now. And it's now, because you calculate 42 months, and you look when he started off his campaign, and you'll see it's 42 months. We're just there now. So now we have to reveal him quick. So if you get all your friends together, we can do it. Okay, I'm at the end of the video. Keep the faith. Let's do this.